Greetings! It has been a long time since the last video. You know, there were a few trips that I didn't make videos from because I got lazy and I don't want to keep doing that. So I am in Kansas City for the next few days. Melissa is here as well.
Hello.
And we just ate at my favorite restaurant ever. That's right, Jack in the Box. They have it in Kansas City. We are in Independence, Missouri, which is right next to Kansas City. The main reason we're in Missouri is actually tomorrow, which I'll tell you guys about in a little bit. But today we flew in Tampa to Kansas City nonstop. And we got in like 8:30 in the morning. We kind of have all day with nothing planned. So we just ate at Jack in the Box, my favorite place. And we were just driving around. We found this by accident. It was called...
Oh, you gotta go up.
Prehistoric Putt, but you can't really see the sign from here. Oh, there it is. It's miniature golf themed with dinosaurs, and it was really good. Melissa took some pictures in there, which I will put in right here. It was really good. The theme was really good, but it was very challenging. Was that the hardest miniature golf you ever did?
Oh my gosh, that was really hard.
It was definitely challenging, but it was fun. Now we're in Independence, Missouri, right next to Kansas City. And we went to Menards, one of my favorite places. It's like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, but it's bigger, has better prices, and has more stuff. If you've been following this channel for a long time, you've seen me go to Menards, I think, in at least 2 other videos in the Midwest. Oh yeah, look what Melissa got.
It's a light.
It's like an owl flashlight. So our hotel for the night is like 20 or 30 minutes north of Kansas City, but first, I want to go to Ameristar Casino, which is in Kansas City, which is owned by the same people as Sam's Town, which is my favorite one in Las Vegas, so that should be good. It should have some of the same slot machines that I like. And like I said, I'll show you what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is the main event, why we came on this trip, but we're having just a good, fun, kick-around day, and I will keep you updated. So this is the site of the farm. That's like a historic Disney family farm with like there's some kind of the barn in here that they built, I think fairly recently. This is just like 5 minutes up the street from the museum, not even. Let's ask somebody here if this was all worth the trip.
Totally worth it. I love it.
What are you wearing right now? Like 2 Disney shirts and Disney pants?
Yep, I'm all decked out. Very mushy.
Yeah, being from Florida, we've been freezing this whole trip. We just went from, 85-degree weather to, 33-degree weather yesterday, and it's like maybe low 40s right now today. And it's raining, and it was sleeting a little while ago when we were in the car. Just a reminder of how glad I am I don't live up north anymore. Can you go inside?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You got it.
Marker. Of course, morons had to write "Stop War in Yemen," whatever that is. Oh. Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Oh,
here comes the rain. I hear it outside.
just the time it came.
And we just got in and the rain, it just pouring rain just started outside. Looks like we'll be in here a few minutes.
Where do you want to put it?
So you can write your name on the wall or anywhere on the ceiling, anywhere you find space. We actually did bring a marker to do it. Back in the car, the barn was interesting. We signed our name on the wall, and they have what they call the dreaming tree, which I guess was, correct me if I'm wrong over here, but where Walt Disney sat and like drew and like made cartoon sketches and things like that when he was a kid. They had where it used to be. It fell down a few years ago, and then they planted a new one, like a different one. But anyway, it was good. It was good to see all that. I didn't even know Walt Disney was from Missouri, but this one over here, was watching a documentary about Walt Disney, and his life, and they mentioned there was a museum in Missouri, and that was his hometown, and neither one of us had any idea. And that was what, I don't know, a couple months ago. And they said, all right, let's go. So we booked flights and came to see it. And that's why we were in Missouri this weekend. But it is very cold. It's cold, it's raining. Our feet are wet because it was pretty muddy to walk in there to where it was. It was probably only like a quarter of a mile in there from where you park. But it was cold, wet, and muddy. It's just making me appreciate Florida that much more. All right, so it's been a couple hours since I talked to you guys. That town of Marceline, Missouri, where the Disney Museum is and some other sites like the barn that I showed you. There's like a local hotel that's Disney themed right there in town. And this one over here really wanted to stay there, so we booked that. But the problem was, we got done with seeing everything at like 1:30 in the afternoon. So there's, you know, we had a whole day in that area, but that town didn't have a whole day worth of stuff to do. So we said, all right, what can we do? Because we have to end the day here for the hotel. And we were looking things up, and about an hour away from there, there was a like observation deck, like an indoor observation deck to watch trains go by. There's a lot of freight trains in Missouri because it's smack in the middle of the country. It's on the way to anywhere. A lot of stuff passes through here. And we're like, all right, let's go do that. It's like looked really good. It had great reviews, and it's actually an indoor cabin with big windows to watch trains right next to the train tracks. And we drove an hour to get there, only to find the gate was closed and it wasn't open. Couldn't even drive into the park where it was. And so we went up the street to the gas station and like took a break, and I was reading about it, and I was able to find, reading about it online, that the land that it sits on went up for sale and it was purchased, and it was just like the railroad thing was just on this little corner of a 40-acre lot. And somebody purchased all 40 acres and told the train people to get the heck out. And so it's closed. And that was that. I wish I would have known that before we drove an hour to get here. So we're in a small town in Missouri. I'm actually going to have to pause the video and look up exactly where we are. Hold on a second. We're in La Plata, Missouri. And they do have an Amtrak station here. That's an Amtrak station with a platform. So we came here just to, I wanted to watch some trains because I was excited to go to the place that was closed. Oh, and it's snowing, by the way. It's like 30-something degrees and snowing. So like I said, we got done doing everything around 1:30. It's only 3:30 now, and we're trying to figure out what to do because, you know, I don't want to just call it a night at 3:30 and do nothing for the rest of the day. Okay, we found something to do. We are in Brunswick, Missouri. We just drove over an hour to get here from the last clip. And you're gonna laugh, but here's what we found to do. The world's largest pecan. All right, here it is, the world's largest pecan. Walk around the other side. Oh, there's a plaque that explains why this is here. Okay, so like a local farmer found a large pecan on their farm in 1982, and they decided to put this here to commemorate that. Okay. So I read the plaque more. The giant pecan that they actually found was in 1955. The family that owns the farm it was found on built this one in 1982. The guy passed away who owns the farm, so now that his family donated the giant pecan to the county, and they put it here on this park. But anyhow, you never know what you're gonna find on these trips, like local things, and like who else would come here to the middle of Missouri? I like doing things not a lot of people do. And you also learn about the local areas that you're in. Like on the plaque, I learned that this part of Missouri is known for growing pecans, which I never would have guessed that. We're on the way to the hotel, the Disney themed hotel back by the museum. That's about 30 minutes from here. So it's the next morning, kind of got lazy, didn't record a whole lot the rest of the day. But we are working our way back to the Kansas City area. We're still out in like Missouri farm country, rural. And I was looking at the map for things to do along the way, and here's one of the things that came up with. This was only like 5 minutes off the highway. There's this big giant covered bridge, and it's really, really old. It smells old inside. And it's been here so long, there's no longer anything for it to even cross. It used to be water, it's just grass now. The plaque that said, like, explains it's on the other side, I honestly forget the name of it. It's in really good shape for being, you know, older. There's a fire hydrant and a fire hose, just in case, you know, because it's made of wood and really old. I've never seen that at a covered bridge before. It's called Locust Creek Covered Bridge. And back in the day, it used to have a toll to cross it. Foot passenger, 3 cents. Horse, 9 cents. An observation about driving in Missouri. People seem to go the speed limit. Nobody really drives that fast.